I've decided to give this social media thing a whirl. Today's my first go at it. Why? To bring in new recruits for our organization. We may not be the heroes of the story as far as most people out there are concerned. To be completely honest, we're kind of the villains. But if you forget about all the rules and common sense and stuff, we live how we want to live. And I think that makes us a pretty fun organization. Since we don't have the best reputation, I can't really give out our name. But it's kind of hard to talk about it without a name, so let's go with Team R. Got it? So anyway, give me a yell if you're interested in being a member of Team R. Team R is building a top-secret warehouse. I went to help out a bit today and got covered in sand. It kind of sucked. A bunch of smart-looking people were there, too, like scientists and engineers and all that. It kind of freaked me out. But it's pretty cool that our boss has so many people on call like that. Team R was actually really infamous in Kanto back in the day, but our boss at the time disbanded the whole organization. Our new boss restarted things, and now we're back. I really respect our current boss. We're all baddies and villains, but he totally gets us. I'm going to be his loyal underling forever. One good thing and one bad thing happened to me today. The good thing was I got assigned to a special mission by the boss. Our boss really knows how to pick people for special missions. If I can do well on this, I'll climb the ranks to exec in no time, maybe. The bad thing is that the mission itself seems really hard and kind of annoying. He wants me to gather all kinds of things. In a time like this? Food, furniture, what else? Anyway, just lots of stuff. I'm just a little grunt, don't have any underlings of my own, so it's a big ask. I'm just trying to figure out the absolute easiest, low-energy way to complete this mission. Let me tell you what happened while I was looking for Lepa berries to try to complete this mission for the boss. There's been a bunch of extreme weather or whatever recently that's killing off all the trees, but I finally found a tree that still had berries on it. But as soon as I started shaking the tree to get the berries off, some super serious-looking lady came up and started yelling at me. She was like, "Those are not for you. They're for Pokemon. There are already far too few berries." Blah, blah, blah. She was so annoying, but something else she said was kind of interesting, actually. Apparently, she's making an app or something to get a bunch of people to work together and create a comfortable environment for people to live in. Basically, if you do good stuff for the environment, the app will reward you with cool prizes. In other words, she's going to bribe people to work for her by promising them cool stuff. Not a bad idea. And that gave me a great idea. I bet I could complete the mission the boss gave me by doing the same kind of thing. So, I went ahead and got some prizes ready. I went with gym badges. People are crazy about those things, you know? These are fake ones, though. Now, I just gotta get some nice little Pokemon trainers to come work for free. But that's kind of got me stumped. All the trainers I try to talk to in town just look at me like I'm suspicious and ignore everything I say. I don't know if my handiwork was no good or if I just have a face that only a mother could trust, but I gotta say this whole thing's got me feeling kind of down. I even had to report to the boss and tell him the mission wasn't going well. I just didn't have a choice. But the boss didn't get mad. He just gave me a pep talk and even let me in on some ultra top secret intel about our warehouse. The secret of Team R's warehouse. Of course, I can't spill all the beans, but I can spill some of them. You've probably heard the rumors about having all the humans evacuate into outer space. Well, our boss tells me the rumors are true. But apparently they don't want Team R doing bad stuff in outer space, so they're going to split us up and send us all the different areas. Not cool, people. I can't be the only one who thinks that's not cool. But our boss has us covered. Turns out the warehouse is actually Team R's secret weapon for getting us into outer space together. I was crying happy tears. Our boss rules. How are we going to get to outer space on our own, you ask? Well, I can't tell you that. Hearing about the boss's dream of keeping Team R together even in outer space really got me motivated. I'm going to give my mission one more serious go. I did a little work on the warehouse to trick people walking by into wanting to help out with my mission. It was a lot of work, but I had to just keep in mind that I was working hard in the moment so I could take it easy later. Not a bad way to do things, I think. The engineers all looked kind of annoyed with me, but they did lend me a hand. Now all I gotta do is wait for some goody-goody to come along and do my mission for me. I'm gonna go ahead and report to the boss what I've accomplished. I bet he'll be so proud. Hey everybody. Welcome back to Pokopia. So last time, we did Sparkling Skylands. We're near the end of the story here. We're kind of at the end of the story here. You know, we've restored the Pokemon centers in all 4 areas. We've read the precious, precious journals left behind by Kiri's Pokemon trainer. And we've learned all about how, you know, some Professor Oak worked with some other professor lady and maybe the Aether Foundation and came up with this whole idea for PokeLife to upload all the Pokemon into the PC. Not clear if the wild Pokemon or just the trainer's Pokemon, kind of messed up. And then the humans may be evacuated into space. We also heard about the data scientist who was working on the app. And we heard about a hacker who thought that maybe there was actually a fatal flaw in the humans' program and that if they tried to do this, they might actually never make it into space. We don't really know what happened with that. But there's one more character who we've been hearing about over and over again, and that's the Team R underling. And the Team R underling says that Team R was going to get broken up, but they had a secret backup plan. And today, it's time to go check out that backup plan. So where are we? First of all, we're here in Pallet Town. We've cleared the 4 areas. Our total environment level is 45, 4 10s, and then a 5 in Sparkling Skylands. We've got the overwhelming majority of the Pokemon we can get. I was looking for that recipe, the food counter. Look at this technology poster with Quackquavel. Credit card and a rotten ball. Anyway. When you finish the 4 stories, you meet Mewtwo, and you talk to Tangrowth, and you learn almost everything you can about our characters. A couple new quests show up. Let's talk about those quests. First up, in Rocky Ridges. Chef Dente. We've been hearing about Chef Dente's trainer and the fact that they were a real, or buddy actually they call them, and that they were a really famous chef back in Pewter City. But by the time that Kiri's trainer visited the area, the restaurant had closed up shop, and perhaps the Pokemon had run off somewhere, not to be heard from again. Some kind of catastrophic volcanic eruption had already happened, and there was barely anyone left in Pewter City. So Chef Dente said, I want to remember my buddy's favorite dish. And we helped Chef Dente build an entirely new habitat. This chef's kitchen over here. We even gave Chef Dente our red Le Creuset, the only one we have. And in return, Chef Dente cooked a nice tasty meal, a sweet and sour raspberry soup. And we learned something really, really beautiful. We learned that Chef Dente, as a little greetant, was named Charlotte. Charlotte was this chef's buddy. And the chef figured out that using chesto berries as a secret ingredient in this special soup made it so Charlotte would actually finish off the whole pot. I don't think Chef Dente's been called Charlotte in a long time. 30 years, if Conkeldurr is to be believed in the Sparkling Skylands. But just reuniting Charlotte with her chef's workstation, and for us learning her true name, was kind of beautiful. Next up, and actually the first of these quests that we encountered, we went to Sparkling Skylands. In Sparkling Skylands, Tinkaton was feeling a funk of depression. Tinkmaster. Because Tinkmaster had worked with us to rebuild the entire Fuchsia City Silphco building, summoning Mewtwo from the Master Ball. But after that, Tinkaton was missing all their motivation. So we needed to figure out how to help Tinkaton experience something new. So what we did was we took Tinkaton on a world tour. We took Tinkaton to the Pokemon Centers in each of the 3 other areas: the Withered Wastelands, the Sparkling Skylands, and the Bleak Beach. And in each one of those Pokemon Centers, we recapped a little bit of our super fun adventures, from Mosslax to Peakychu to all the other characters we met along the way. And Tinkaton finally came back and said, you know what? I think I've got it. I think I've got a crazy inspiration. I think I'm going to make a house shaped like a Pokeball. So let's finish off that one right now. Get 3 more Pokeball house kits. Those kits will let you build whatever we just finished making, so put them to good use. Give me a call anytime you need to build something else. And with that, we've completed Tinkmaster's request. Nobody lives here quite yet, but I think we've done some pretty good work here. We've also unlocked an awful lot of Pokemon in the Sparkling Skylands, pretty much the majority of them. Quite a few of whom we relocated to Pallet Town. And speaking of relocation, that brings us to the 3rd endgame quest, with Peakychu. In Bleak Beach, we noticed that Peakychu was feeling kind of down. We went to talk to Peakychu, and Peaky said, I remembered what happened to me. I remembered that I used up all my electricity to save my best friends, a family of Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu. And it just so happens that throughout this entire playthrough, we've been reuniting Pokemon families. In fact, we had already brought Pikachu back to the Bleak Beach a long time ago, and just recently brought Raichu back here too, where we've gotten some cute pictures of Pikachu and Peakychu together. But that's what Peakychu wanted. They said, you know what? I just think I figured out maybe what I can do to get my electricity back. I think that if you bring my family all back together, maybe I'll feel the motivation. And we said, heck yeah. And of course, that family is going to start with the one character who we've been saying all along, why won't this character leave the previous zone? They must have one last quest. So guys, let's go bring Pichu home. And Pichu is right there waiting for us. Pikachu's looking for me. I gotta go find them. Finally, Pichu will follow us out of the zone. And look at that. Here's our last Pokemon for the Withered Wastelands. chandelier. This is going to be really easy for us because Peakychu is actually the only one who's not already in Bleak Beach. If Raichu and Pikachu are part of the family, they're already there. There it is. You know what? Just for good measure, because I always find it really interesting when we are able to anticipate where the game is taking us. Let's go ahead and grab our buddy Raichu, as well as your friend and mine, Pikachu. Until recently, we would have said that this right here is the whole family together. Now we know. There's somebody else we gotta think about. Pikachu decided to take an alternate route. Now Pichu will as well. Raichu's got this figured out. Oh! I've underestimated this. Tablet and party paper cups. I don't have this Pokemon. This is a surprise. Ah! And here I thought I had such a incredibly... such a squeaky clean idea of how the story was going to go today. Nothing ever quite goes to plan. That's okay. We're still going to stick with our oldest method of doing things. I should have taken a picture before this. I'll get it again here. Someday my Pichu will come. I'm wondering if Pichu fell into the water. I mean, I'm not getting a message that somebody is having trouble following me. What? Okay. Well, there's another way we can do this. So, first, let's go to Pallet Town. Just as I think either Lugia or Holo was about to fly over your head anyway. houses. Alright, if I had to take a stab in the dark, I don't believe I can make paper cups. But that's not a problem because I have plenty of them available in the Rocky Ridges. Yeah, I cannot make them. But I also have tablets. It's funny. Toxel is just a... Actually, I think I missed that television. Toxel is a screen kid. Grubby cell phone. Not grubby cell phone. Where's the tablet? Maybe I just haven't... Maybe I have the ability to buy one, but I haven't bought one yet. It's possible. Because I've definitely seen tablet as an item. Television. Tablet. Got it. And they give you one so you can get that environment started up, which is great. And we're going to go ahead and temporarily summon Toxel in Rocky Ridges. And the reason for that is going to be that, I don't know, we'll give it a second to spawn while we go collect the paper cups that we need. Actually, that won't work, will it? Oh, well. We have everyone in Rocky Ridges except for Colossal now. We got Magmortar, Cinderace, Decidueye when I loaded up the game a moment ago. Here's Clefable, which is super neat. Okay, I was today years old when I learned you can just make that emoji and a Pokemon will just start following you. That's kind of cool. Party platters get eaten. Only that one did. Alright, so in the middle of the party, the TikTok screen kid here. Lazy photo album scrolling habitat. It's common. We can display a photo. I mean, it needs to be Rocky Ridges themed, obviously. You can display a photo of happy days at the party. It's kind of fun. Look at that. What do you think of that, Clefable? Well, now I'm like, this is kind of funny, actually, because I really was like so prepared. I was like, I've totally got this. Pichu, Pikachu, Raichu, they're all there already. I can finally move Pichu. I kind of got bamboozled here. So it's Pichu, Toxel. I'm trying to think who else. If there's, it's always going to be threes, right? Everything always comes in threes. So I'm like, who else is a young electric type that might become Pichu's friend? I mean, again, there's so few Pokemon I don't have that it's like... Grrr. Level of patience. Highly low. Aha! Gotcha. is a baby. I never noticed that Toxel was like literally a baby. It has no problem drinking dirty water. An organ inside Toxel's body filters such water into poisonous liquid that is harmless to Toxel. And it can generate. Alright, young child. Yes, follow me to see Peakychu. After a slight delay. I'm still thinking, like, young electric types. Oh, wait a second. I can think of one more young electric type that we don't have in this game. And that's the culprit. Oh, that's why Peakychu didn't follow us. Is it? Did we drop the baby in the water again? Oh no, it's just very, very slow. Let's use the baby monitor. Look this way, baby. Baby, where did you go? Where's the baby? I'm being stalked by a fearsome predator. It's a purple baby. I lost it. I found the baby. And lastly, Dente. Okay, good. All right, that's not who I thought it was going to be, but we do have Dente from the playground. In fact, we really went out of our way to build this habitat, which is super nice and going to be super straightforward. Lots of load screens today. This is starting to look like my streaming setup here. All the billions of wires and cameras. See if Dente spawned. Yep, there it is. What's wrong, bestie? It's a cute little family that Peakychu was leading. Dente, at least, is probably faster than the babies will. Is Toxel gone? No, still there. So you call it the baby monitor again? It's pretty fast. Look at its little cheeks. So round. Aww. Just like the good old days. Hey! We randomly got a 5th electric type in the frame. I think that's randomly generated. That's crazy. And he lost interest. Wow, that was actually really wild. What's up? Ah. Oh no! Peakychu's just faking it by being on the charging station. Oh, the poor thing. Well, I guess that's it. Okay, like, I literally can't separate them, right? Like, there's no way I can leave Toxel and Dente in the other zones if they literally just went out of their way to tell us they're all, like, family. That would be literally illegal. Literally illegal. Of course, it's going to take 5 years for the babies to follow again. It's fine. More time for us to make grass. By the way, an event starts this weekend. An event starts on Sunday with Zorora. He's around here. Where you play hide and seek, you use the prop hunt feature that's built into Pokopia, and I think that you can get like a trophy for winning, just like you could with the jump rope challenge a while ago. All right, where's the baby? Baby monitor. There it is. Well, we just made this zone even more electric than it was before. That is a slow baby. I mean, I guess it is crawling, so... Alright, so special endgame requests for Tinkmaster, for Chef Dente or Charlotte, and for Peakychu. But someone is suspiciously missing. Someone is suspiciously absent. Who could that be? Uh-huh. So, folks, we started off this stream with a reading of the Rocket Diary entries. The last possible clue we might have to figure out just what happened around here. So we're going to finish it off by getting some answers. But first, you know what we need. Team definitely not Rocket. Luckily, as we got started last episode, we were able to go ahead and get most of the team initiation challenge done, actually. I'm completely not spoiled on this. I have no idea, just like I had no idea it was Mewtwo at the top of Sparkling Skylands. I have no idea what's going to happen here. So let's finish the draw. Gold ingots, more bricks, and concrete. Got loads of concrete. Why did I think I had made bricks? Why did I think I had made more bricks than that? That's going to be annoying. We needed, what, 7 more? Oh, right, it's because our clay generators have been, well, degenerate for a while. In fact, I'm not even sure we have. We literally only have 2 clay generators so far. Well, actually, no, we've got 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got all 4 of them. 4 of the 5. I don't have Flygon yet. So the question is, actually, there's a couple questions here. First, did anybody make bricks? Yes! The farm works. The farm continues to deliver stupendous results. Second, let's carry our gym badges with us just in case. So we've got 3 badges so far. Normally there'd be 8 gym badges, but I get the sense that it's 4 here. Third, do we have a Team Rocket CD? And the answer is no. That's okay. We have Silphco, though. I mean, that's pretty good. In fact, you know what? That's so good. Let's talk about CDs, yo. Haha, perfect. This is Let's Go. But I actually think, in this case, Let's Go is the perfect song. So we get our Team Rocket outfit, our Team Rocket mixtape, let's go finish the challenge. Let's go finish the job. Perfect. No! No! Oh no. Oh no. Are they going to make us actually do all 8 gym badges? Wait a second. Plan failed. Plan failed. Okay, hold on. Boulder badge, Cascade badge, Thunderish badge, Rainbowish badge. So there's going to be 4 more badge challenges here because I was being overly optimistic. A utility and lots of generators to... Oh my goodness gracious. Well, this is an unexpected stop to the episode, but the plans tonight do not facilitate sitting here and doing 4 more challenges. So I will pause and we will come right back at a future time, which may be late tonight, for a episode 12 part 2 if you're on YouTube, or a continuation of this stream if you're over on Twitch. So that's okay. Sometimes that's what happens when you think you know what's going on, but you don't look at things ahead of time. So I'm going to say thanks a bunch, folks. We'll catch you.